Hi friends, my name is Aqil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial we will look at the ER diagram in SQL Server. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is what is an ER diagram and how to create it. So we will see what will happen if we modify the ER diagram, and we will also see what will happen if we delete the ER diagram itself. So the first question is, what is an ER diagram? So in SQL Server, an entity relationship diagram is a visual representation of the database schema that shows the relationship between the columns and other database objects. So in my last 3 videos, I shown you how to create the relationship in SQL Server. So the relationship can be created using the primary keys and the foreign keys in SQL Server, and I have created 3 dedicated videos on those topics. So I will share the link of those videos in the description of this video. So in case if you want to take a closer look at those topics, then you can take it. But right now I will roughly tell you what is one-to-one relationship in SQL Server. So in SQL Server, a one-to-one relationship is a type of relationship between the tables in which one record in the first table is associated with one and only one record in the second table, and vice versa. So as you can see in this particular table, we got the person table and the address table. So the person ID from the person table is associated with person ID in the address table. So this is one-to-one relationship. Now the second one is the one-to-many relationship in SQL Server. So in SQL Server, when one record from first table is associated with one or many records in the second table, then this is an example of the one-to-many relationship in SQL Server. So you can see that the customer ID from the customer table is linked with the customer ID in the orders table. So this is a classic example of one-to-many relationship in SQL Server. So the third type of relationship is the many-to-many relationship. So what happens in many-to-many relationship, that many records from the first table are associated with more than one records in the second table. So you can see the two tables here, the student table and the course table. So multiple students can be enrolled with multiple courses, and a courses can be associated with multiple students. So this is an example of many to many relationship. So to handle this particular relationship, we create a third table which is called as bridge table or the link table. So now what will happen, that the student ID from the student course table, it will be associated with the student ID in the student table, and similarly the course ID from the student course table, it will be associated with the course ID in the course table. So this is how the relationship it will be created. So to create the relationship between the tables, either we can create the relationship using the GUI, or we can create it using the SQL queries by creating the foreign keys on the SQL Server tables. And when we create the entity relationship diagram, then behind the scene it also creates the foreign keys and the relationship between the tables as well. And when we modify or delete the relationship, then we'll see what will happen to the existing foreign keys that will be created. Okay, so let's jump to the demo. So this is my SQL Server instance, and let me create a database here. Create database testing. So this will create a new database testing. So let me refresh the databases, and I should see a new database here. So I can see a database testing here, and if I expand the database and expand the tables, so right now we don't have any tables here. Okay, so I have already created the create table statement for the two tables. So let me right click new query, and then I can paste the create table statement for the two tables, the customer table and the orders table. So when I will execute this query, so it will create two tables. In the customer table, the customer ID will be primary key, and in the orders table, the order ID will be the primary key, so that we can uniquely identify a record in each table. Okay, so let me execute this query, and the table should be created. So if I refresh the tables, then I should see two tables here. So I can see two tables, customer table and the orders table. So if I expand the customer table and if I expand the keys, so you can see a primary key here which is created on the customer ID. And similarly, if I expand the orders table and if I expand the keys, then there is a primary key here as well. So this is the primary key on the order ID. So now we have the two tables, and now in case if I want to create the relationship between these tables, so I can create the entity relationship diagram. Here is the option database diagram. So if I expand this one, so you can see that this database does not have one or more of the support objects required to use database diagramming. Do you wish to create them? So I can see yes. Okay, so right now there is no diagram here, so I can right click on it and I can click new database diagram. So it will show me all the available tables. So right now we have only 2 tables. In case one of the table already exists here but it is not showing here, so you can click on refresh and it will refresh all the tables and will add it. I need to use both of the tables, so I can just press the shift key and I can select multiple tables here and I can click add. So this will add the tables to the diagram. So I can close this one. Now you can see that we got 2 tables, so you can just move tables by clicking on the header. So right now we got 2 tables, customer table and the orders table. You can see a key on the customer ID, which means that this is a primary key on the customer table, and if you see the orders table, so you can see a key before to the order ID. So it means that there is a primary key on the orders table. Now if you want to create a relationship between these tables, so what I can do, I can see that there is a customer ID in the customer table and then there is a customer ID in the orders table. So we can make the relationship between the 2 tables using the customer ID. So now to create the relationship between the 2 tables, you can click on a column, and once you see the rectangle here, so you can just click on it and then you can connect this one with another table on the column on which you want to create the relationship. So I want to create the relationship on the customer ID on the orders table between the customer ID of the customer table. So I can just leave this particular arrow here and this will pop up the relationship name. So this is the relationship name and the primary key table is the customer table and the column name is the customer ID and the foreign key table is the orders table and the column name is the customer ID. So I can click on OK and this will create the foreign key relationship between the 2 tables. So I can click on OK and I can save the diagram here. So it is asking me to give the name of this diagram, so maybe I can call it as customer orders diagram. Okay, so I can call it something like this and I can click on OK. So this is saying that the following tables will be saved to your database. Do you want to continue? Warn about tables affected. So I can click yes. So it will create a foreign key relationship between these 2 tables. So if I refresh the orders table, then it should have created a foreign key in these tables. Okay, so you can see a foreign key here, fk underscore orders underscore customer. Okay, now if you refresh the database diagram, then you should see a database diagram here. So you can see a customer orders diagram here. Okay, so if I close this one and if I just want to modify the diagram, so I can right click and click modify. So you can see the relationship here. Now what will happen if you just delete the relationship from here and just save the changes? So let me just try to delete the relationship from the database. So it is saying that are you sure you want to delete the selected relationship from your database? So I can say yes, and if I save the changes, so this will again show me the warning. So maybe I can just uncheck this one and I can say yes. So now what will happen, that it will remove the relationship from the database. So it means that it has dropped the foreign key from the orders table. So if I refresh the orders tables keys, then it should have removed the foreign key from here. Yeah, so you can see that the foreign key got removed. So if you modify the entity relationship diagram, then it will affect the keys. Okay, and now what I can do, maybe I can just delete this diagram. Okay, just delete it, click OK. And now let me do one thing, that let me close this one. So right now we don't have any diagrams here. So let me try to create the new diagram, new database diagram. Select both the tables, add, close. So let me do one thing, that let me just make the relationship again. So what I can do, I can make the relationship again. So I can just make a relationship between the customer and the orders table like we did earlier. Click OK, OK, and save the changes. Diagram name I can leave it to as it is. OK, I can close this one and I can refresh this one. So I can see a diagram here, diagram 0, and if I refresh the keys, so you can see a foreign key here again. Okay, so now the foreign key got created and a diagram got created. Now suppose if I just delete the diagram from the database, then it won't delete the foreign key from the tables. So let me click on OK. So the database diagram got deleted from here. Now if I will refresh the keys, then it should not delete the foreign key from here. So even though I have deleted the entity relationship diagram, but it has not deleted the foreign keys from the table. So when you create the entity relationship diagram and when you connect the tables together, so it creates the foreign keys on the tables. And when you modify the diagram and if you remove any linking, then it will delete that relationship as well, means it will delete the foreign keys from the table. But if you delete the ER diagram altogether, then it won't delete the existing foreign keys from the table. Yeah, so this was an example of how you can create the entity relationship diagram. So I will share the create table statement for these two tables so that you can create the entity relationship diagram on your database as well, and maybe you can just create the diagram on multiple tables. So if you have multiple tables, more than 2 tables, then you can still create the database diagram on those tables as well. Yeah, so I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button, do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.